Today, we're working on a super practical workplace skill, rescheduling a meeting when you have a scheduling conflict. This happens to everyone, especially if you're managing multiple projects, appointments, or time zones.
And the goal is to sound respectful and organized, not apologetic or confusing. You'll learn how to explain the conflict briefly, suggest clear options, and make it easy for the other person to choose a new time.
You'll hear a natural dialogue first. Then we'll break down the best phrases, practice the structure, and replay the dialogue so you can copy the rhythm and tone.
Let's get into it.
Natural dialogue. Hey Jordan, do you have a minute about our meeting today?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm seeing a conflict on my calendar at 2 o'clock. A vendor call got moved, and I need to be on it.
No problem. Do you need to move our meeting?
Yeah. Could we move it to later this afternoon, or push it back to tomorrow morning?
Later today could work. What time were you thinking?
If I can free up my 3:30, that would be ideal. If not, I'm available 4 to 4:30.
3:30 works for me. Does that still work on your side, or should we go with 4 o'clock?
Let's plan on 3:30. I'll keep an eye on the vendor call, but I'm pretty sure I can make it.
Sounds good. Do we still have the same agenda? Review the invoice notes and decide next steps?
Exactly. I'll resend the invite with the updated time and include the invoice thread, so it's all in one place.
Perfect. And if anything changes, just message me before 3 o'clock so we can adjust.
Will do. Thanks for being flexible.
Of course. Talk soon.
Language takeaway. Now, we'll pull out some useful words and phrases from the dialogue. For each one, we'll give you the meaning, why it's useful, when people say it, and a simple example you can reuse. Schedule.
Meaning, your planned times for meetings, tasks, and appointments. Why it is useful. It's a neutral, professional way to talk about timing without oversharing. When people say it. When planning, changing, or confirming meetings. Example, my schedule is tight this afternoon, but I'm free tomorrow morning.
Conflict.
Meaning, two events are at the same time, so you can't do both. Why it is useful. It explains the problem clearly and professionally. When people say it, when they need to reschedule or decline a time. Example, I have a conflict at 2 o'clock, so I can't make that slot.
Availability.
Meaning, the times you are free. Why it is useful? It helps you offer solutions instead of only stating a problem. When people say it, when suggesting new times for a meeting. Example, my availability is 4 o'clock to 4:30 today.
Calendar.
Meaning, your work calendar, usually online, with meetings and events. Why it is useful? It's a common reference point for scheduling decisions. When people say it, when checking times or noticing overlaps. Example, I'm looking at my calendar now. What options do we have?
Option.
Meaning, a possible choice. Why it is useful. Giving options makes rescheduling faster and smoother. When people say it, when proposing alternative times or plans. Example, one option is to meet today at 3:30.
Move it.
Meaning, change the meeting to a different time. Why it is useful? It's short, natural, and very common in spoken English. When people say it, when rescheduling informally, but still professionally. Example, can we move it to later in the day?
Push it back.
Meaning, move the meeting to a later time, either later today or another day. Why it is useful? It's a natural phrase that sounds fluent and calm. When people say it, when a meeting needs to happen later than planned. Example, let's push it back 30 minutes.
Free up.
Meaning, make time available by finishing or moving something else. Why it is useful? It shows effort and flexibility, not just, I'm busy. When people say it, when trying to keep the meeting but adjust slightly. Example, I can try to free up 3:30 if the earlier call ends on time.
Works for you.
Meaning, is it convenient or okay for you? Why it is useful? It's polite and collaborative, not demanding. When people say it, after offering a time or plan. Example, does 4 o'clock work for you?
Does that still work?
Meaning, is that time or plan still okay given the new information? Why it is useful. It's great for double-checking after a schedule change. When people say it, when confirming a plan that might need adjusting. Example, we moved the meeting to 3:30. Does that still work?
Dialogue replay at a slower pace. Now, listen again at a slower, clearer pace. Try to notice how Elena explains the conflict briefly, then offers options right away. Hey, Jordan, do you have a minute about our meeting today?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm seeing a conflict on my calendar at 2 o'clock. A vendor call got moved, and I need to be on it.
No problem. Do you need to move our meeting?
Yeah. Could we move it to later this afternoon, or push it back to tomorrow morning?
Later today could work. What time were you thinking?
If I can free up my 3:30, that would be ideal. If not, I'm available 4 o'clock to 4:30.
3:30 works for me. Does that still work on your side? Or should we go with 4 o'clock?
Let's plan on 3:30. I'll keep an eye on the vendor call, but I'm pretty sure I can make it.
Sounds good. Do we still have the same agenda? Review the invoice notes and decide next steps?
Exactly. I'll resend the invite with the updated time and include the invoice thread, so it's all in one place.
Perfect. And if anything changes, just message me before 3 so we can adjust.
Will do. Thanks for being flexible.
Of course. Talk soon.
Grammar focus and conceptual grouping.
Let's focus on the grammar and speaking structure for polite rescheduling. A brief reason plus clear alternatives. In natural workplace English, rescheduling usually follows this pattern. First, you name the meeting or time. Then you give a short explanation. Then you offer 2 or 3 options. And finally, you confirm the plan. Here are 3 key polite rescheduling tools you heard. Tool 1. Soft, polite questions. For example, could we move it to later this afternoon? Using could we is respectful and cooperative. It feels like you're working together. Tool 2. A short, neutral explanation. For example, I'm seeing a conflict on my calendar. Notice Elena doesn't over-explain. In many workplaces, a simple reason is enough. Tool 3. Alternative suggestions with time windows. For example, I'm available 4 o'clock to 4:30. Time windows are helpful because they give structure and reduce back-and-forth messages.
And one more important point. When you reschedule, you can keep the tone confident by focusing on solutions. You're not asking for permission to exist. You're coordinating professionally. example building and comparison. Let's build some rescheduling lines and compare stronger and weaker versions. Too direct. We have to move the meeting. This can sound like you're not considering the other person. More professional. Could we move the meeting? I have a conflict at 2 o'clock. Now it's a request plus a clear reason.
Unclear. I'm busy later. Can we do another time? The other person doesn't know what you want, so they'll ask more questions. I can't make 2 o'clock today. I'm available 3:30 or tomorrow between 9 and 10. This makes it easy to choose.
Over-explaining. I'm so sorry. Everything is crazy. I have so much going on. I forgot this other thing, and it can sound stressful, and it takes time. Calm and organized. A vendor call got moved, and I need to be on it. Could we push our meeting back to 3:30? Short, honest, and solution-focused.
And here's a great final check line. Does that still work on your side? It's polite, and it prevents miscommunication.
Structure recognition practice.
Now we'll do quick recognition practice. I'll say a sentence. Your job is to identify the purpose. Is it 1, stating a conflict, 2, offering options, or 3, confirming the new plan? I'm seeing a conflict on my calendar at 2 o'clock.
That's 1, stating a conflict. It's short, neutral, and it explains why a change is needed.
Sentence 2. I can do 4 o'clock to 4:30, or we can meet tomorrow morning.
That's 2, offering options. Notice it includes 2 alternatives, so the listener can quickly choose.
Sentence 3. Let's plan on 3:30, and I'll resend the invite.
That's 3, confirming the new plan. It locks in the decision and mentions the next action.
Sentence 4. Does 3:30 work for you, or should we go with 4 o'clock?
That's also 2, offering options with an either-or choice. It's efficient and friendly.
Sentence 5. Does that still work on your side?
That's confirming. It's a quick check to make sure the new time is truly okay. Final dialogue replay for reinforcement.
Now, listen one more time, at the natural pace. Try shadowing. Repeat right after each speaker, even if you can only repeat a few words.
Hey, Jordan, do you have a minute about our meeting today?
Yeah. What's up?
I'm seeing a conflict on my calendar at 2 o'clock. A vendor call got moved, and I need to be on it.
No problem. Do you need to move our meeting?
Yeah. Could we move it to later this afternoon? Or push it back to tomorrow morning?
Later today could work. What time were you thinking?
If I can free up my 3:30, that would be ideal. If not, I'm available 4 to 4:30.
3:30 works for me. Does that still work on your side, or should we go with 4 o'clock?
Let's plan on 3:30. I'll keep an eye on the vendor call, but I'm pretty sure I can make it.
Sounds good. Do we still have the same agenda? Review the invoice notes and decide next steps.
Exactly. I'll resend the invite with the updated time and include the invoice thread so it's all in one place.
Perfect. And if anything changes, just message me before 3 o'clock so we can adjust.
Will do. Thanks for being flexible.
Of course. Talk soon.
Closing summary and learner engagement. Today, you practiced how to reschedule a meeting in a calm, professional way. Name the conflict. Keep the explanation short. Offer clear options and confirm the new plan.
Here's a challenge you can do right now. Answer out loud. You have a conflict at 2 o'clock. What are 2 options you can offer instead?
And for extra practice, leave a comment with your rescheduling sentence using one of these chunks. Push it back, free up, or does that still work? Keep it simple and realistic. Audio review for active vocabulary recall. You planned times for meetings and tasks. Say the word.
Schedule.
2 events overlap, so you can't do both. Say the word.
Conflict.
The times you are free. Say the word.
Availability.
Where you see your meetings in time blocks at work. Say the word.
Calendar.
A possible choice you can offer. Say the word.
Option.
Change the meeting to a different time. Say the phrase.
Move it.
Delay the meeting to a later time. Say the phrase.
Push it back.
Make time available by adjusting other things. Say the phrase.
Free up.
A polite way to ask if a time is okay for someone. Say the phrase.
Works for you.
A polite way to check if the new plan is still okay. Say the phrase.
Does that still work?
Vocabulary and expressions in sentences. Schedule.
Example 1. My schedule changed, so I need to adjust our meeting time. Example 2. I can check my schedule and send you 2 times that work. Example 3. Her schedule is open after lunch, but her mornings are booked.
Conflict.
Example 1. I have a conflict at 1, so I'll need to join a little late. Example 2. There's a conflict with the training session, so we should pick another day. Example 3. If there's a conflict, please let me know, and we'll reschedule.
Availability.
Example 1. My availability today is limited, but I can meet tomorrow. Example 2. Can you share your availability for next week? Example 3. I'll send my availability in a quick message after I check my calendar.
Calendar.
Example 1. I just added it to my calendar so I don't miss it. Example 2. Your invite isn't on my calendar. Could you resend it? Example 3. I blocked time on my calendar to review the documents before the meeting.
Option.
Example 1. If Monday is tough, another option is Wednesday afternoon. Example 2. We have the option to meet for 15 minutes instead of 30. Example 3. One option is to handle it by email if we can't find a time.
Move it.
Example 1. Can we move it to 3 o'clock so I can finish the client call? Example 2. If you need to move it, I'm flexible this week. Example 3. Let's move it to next Tuesday to give everyone time to prepare.
Push it back.
Example 1. Can we push it back by 20 minutes to avoid the overlap? Example 2. We might need to push it back to tomorrow if the report isn't ready. Example 3. If your appointment runs long, we can push it back to 4:30.
Free up.
Example 1. I can try to free up a slot after lunch if you need to meet today. Example 2. She freed up time by moving the internal review to Friday. Example 3. If you can free up 15 minutes, we can resolve this quickly.
Works for you.
Example 1. If 10:30 works for you, I'll send an invite right now. Example 2. Tell me what time works for you, and I'll adjust. Example 3. We can meet in person if that works for you.
Does that still work?
Example 1. We changed the start time to 3:30. Does that still work for you? Example 2. I can send the file by noon. Does that still work on your end? Example 3. We're meeting in conference room B now. Does that still work?
Final grammar review.
Remember the rescheduling structure you can reuse anytime. Start with the issue briefly, then make a clear request, then offer options, and finish by confirming. Useful patterns sound like this. I have a conflict at 2. Could we move it? I can do 3:30, or I'm available 4 to 4:30. Let's plan on 3:30. Does that still work for you?
That's the end of today's lesson. Thanks for learning with Real American English for Work and Immigration.
See you in the next lesson.